I'm using my wide angle lens, so this is how thick guys really are. This is how thick they claim to be. You see how it gets so much thicker? They'd be like, baby, I'm as thick as a Coke can. But really, they over here as thick as a mini Coke can. What's up, guys, and welcome finally to the very first episode of #tararates. Today, I am going to be rating your selfies that you guys sent me. Not all of them, mind you, because there were a lot. I was actually really happy about the outpouring of selfies that I got. Tons of fodder for this series. But today, instead of just kind of hating on everyone or sugarcoating everything and being super nice all the time, I'm gonna talk about ways you can improve your selfies and the good things about them and also the bad things about them that can be changed. I'm not just gonna sit here and shit on people who I find subjectively unattractive. But before we get into it, we do have a sponsor today, so let's go get that out of the way. Hey there, gamer. Are you one of those people, like I used to be, that never played mobile games because they were too shallow and wrote them all off as too cartoony and simplistic? Well, you, my friend, have not played Raid: Shadow Legends. Raid is a free-to-play mobile and PC game with a great campaign story, a dark fantasy style, and rain graphics so good I could not stop staring at them while I was in Karok Castle. Raid has 16 different factions and hundreds of different champions you can unlock with various level shards. I personally have two different favorite champions right now. An aesthetic favorite, which is a barbarian ritualist. She's uncommon and only has 2 attack skills, but damn, does she look good. And then the other one, my best champion, a legendary lizard man named Rosin Scarhide. So manly. He is a defense type champ, but because he's legendary and because of the way I'm gearing him with artifacts, he can basically one-shot anyone. Let's be honest, he's basically carrying me in the game right now. The thing I love most about Raid Shadow Legends is the depth of their character progression. There are so many different ways to level up your champions, with everything from XP in battle to upgrading the rank, skills, and ascending your favorites in the tavern. Then you can also equip them with artifacts, enchant and level up said artifacts. I could literally go on about this for 10 minutes plus. There's so many different things to do in this game. Raid has the most complex RPG elements I've ever seen in a mobile game. So no wonder it's also on PC. Challenge yourself to your edge in the ongoing tournaments. Compete against the entire Raid community while fighting the Spider's Den, Ice Golem's Peak, the Almighty Fire Knight, or the Notorious Dragon in order to win awesome rewards and rare artifacts. So, if I have piqued you guys' interests, go to the description of the video, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver plus 50 gems, 1 energy refill, and 1 free champion, the Adjudicator. This is a huge bonus as this champion is great for new player progression and will help you kick ass right off the bat. Once you sign up to the game, all of that treasure will be waiting for you right here in the top right of your screen in your inbox, as easy as that. So what are you waiting for? Come join me in the game. My name is Babcock, as always, and you can join my clan. I have a bunch of free spots right now, but they're gonna be going fast because I'm accepting everyone, and spots are limited. It is first come, first serve. But please, help us defeat this clan boss, because Jay and I cannot do it alone. I'll see you there. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to have a sponsor. It's amazing. It's rare. Jay and I actually do play Raid Shadow Legends now. It's funny. He plays it like crazy. Like while he's playing League, he has it on the table and he's playing it. So yeah. But anyway, time to rate your motherfucking selfies. I am so excited. By the way, guys, I want to do more of these, but I want to do specific themes. So if you want to do like rating your artwork or rating your Jeeps, I would be willing to do stuff like that, so just give me ideas, and also use the #tararates on Twitter. The first one we have here is from Shroom Ninja. He sent me 2, and he said, the other one is because I know you like Halloween stuff, and why not, I work at a haunted house. Okay, so without the context of the second one, which makes your chin look huge, by the way, that Joker type makeup, the clown makeup, I guess it's Grinch because it's Christmas, that makes your chin look so much bigger. Women love big chins and big jaws, or at least I do, so any way that you can play that up with angles is definitely gonna work in your favor. The one without makeup, however, I think it's good. I'm not exactly sure how you can improve upon it, but I would say that the attitude in the picture is actually spot on. A lot of people try to act like hard in pictures, or other people go way too happy. Both of those are bad things. I think showing a little bit of personality in your expression is definitely gonna do well to have some of your personality come across and therefore make you more attractive. When you're kind of an average guy like you appear to be, again, if you get offended, please don't send me your selfies, seriously. You have to play up your personality more. You have to be attractive in other ways to supplement that, because women these days are on the internet and they have a plethora of dicks just being thrown in their faces. So any way that you can stand out or show a little bit more of who you are without being too overbearing or too cocky or any of those things that girls typically say that they don't like in spades, I think that's gonna work to your favor. So obviously I would give the Halloween selfie a 10/10. You just can't beat that kind of stuff. But the first one, I think I would give maybe like a 5.5 out of 10. I really feel like you're looking a little bit too young here, and women like masculinity and masculinity masculinity doesn't show as much in guys that look younger. So I would say maybe showing a little bit more of your body while also keeping that personality is gonna help you out. Next, we have Tanner, and oh my god, he looks like a Tanner. Like seriously, doesn't he look like a Tanner? He says, I hate most pics of myself, but I think this one is decent. I actually think that this is probably one of the best pictures that was submitted. You have literally everything going on for you in a picture that you can possibly throw in there in order to be attractive to the opposite sex. You're like just haphazardly holding, hold on, I actually have a Coke can here. You got the Bang energy drink just like kind of dangling there like, oh, you're doing your own thing. You're in the middle of doing something important. You have a bunch of different personality indicators on your jacket. First of all, you have the cutoff like battle vest style jacket, which is really cool. You got the Misfits, you got fuck Nazis, you've got Spider-Man, and you even have a pin that says let's fuck. You honestly remind me of an ex's little brother that I tried to bang once, so I'm probably being a little more biased in your favor, but you're cute while young looking and not my type, but even though you're not my type, you are really giving off some attractive vibes. You've got the wrinkles in the forehead going on, that like I don't give a fuck look that guys often go for when they're younger looking. They're like, look, I have some semblance of masculinity in here in my forehead. The green hair. Girls aren't necessarily like going, oh my god, I like guys with bags under their eyes, but they're thinking, wow, this guy looks like he's seen some shit and therefore he's probably gonna be a better provider. So I would actually give this like a 9 out of 10. And me giving you a 9 out of 10 isn't saying that you're a 9 out of 10 hot, wanna bang you, but it's more like this selfie, working with what you've got, is definitely a 9 out of 10 for me. The next one is from Neil Raven. He says, which one is better? Be honest with me. Okay, if you remember the last one, this trope of guys looking angry or like they're thinking about something and looking off into the distance, like your first picture, is often something that girls really like. However, you have a really overpowering chin, which is a good thing, but when you look like you're mean mugging, you look really mean rather than just kind of broody and stuff. And you also don't look as young. Obviously, you don't look old. You look like you're in your early 20s or something, but not 16 like the last two guys. So you don't need to play up that brooding guy as much. I would say I like the second one better. Maybe if you could combine the two, where you're not giving as much attention to the camera like you are in the second one, but you're not as mean looking and as actually angry as you are in the first one. I would give the second one probably a 6.5 out of 10 because I like smiles on guys who look masculine. And I think if you have a cooler background, like you're outside or something, it's definitely gonna play you up much more. Gotta turn up the brightness a little bit. Okay, this next one from Sully the Man is another great example of a guy who would not be my type at all if he happened to fall into the incel trap and not work on himself and work with what he has, which is like most guys, to be honest. But he rocks what he has. Like, in my opinion, he looks kind of like a smaller guy, but he grew out the Thor hair, he grew out the beard. He's wearing what I think to be a Metallica shirt. He's got the sweater on with it rolled up halfway. It's just like his style is on point, and he also is giving off much more manly vibes than he could possibly be giving off if he had no beard and no hair like that. So I would say for what you're working with, this is definitely a 10/10 photo. This is what you should try to emulate, seriously. Like, add the like I don't give a fuck wrinkles, that like kind of like, oh, I'm like thinking about something and my life has been hard, I've been through stuff, but I'm gonna be there for you, girl. If you look young, grow a beard. If you can't grow a beard, give it a year, because sometimes it takes a whole year for the beard to come in. If that doesn't work, work on something else that you can work on and accept the things that you can't. Obviously, the standard advice for every single guy on here, even if they're buff as fuck, would be to gain more muscle, but that's not gonna help you. If you're not willing to do that, you gotta work with what you have. Okay, this next picture from DJ Rock G. Cute kid, don't care about kids. Kids aren't gonna get laid. Kids shouldn't get laid. So we're gonna talk about the older version of you. I don't know what is going on here, but I'm enthralled by this picture because you're wearing a suit and you have headphones on. You look like that dude from the Bounce saga in Bleach that I just finished, so that's why you're reminding me of him so much. But there's some kind of mystery to like, why are you so happy? Why are you wearing headphones in a suit? Like big gym headphones. What is going on here? You take care of your hair. You take care of your skin. You are very, very happy, borderline looking gay happy, which is something you don't want to do if you're trying to date the opposite sex. If you're gay, that's great. I don't know how the gay dating scene works, so I'm only talking about from the bisexual perspective as a girl, but looking genuinely happy in a picture as a guy can be a huge indicator of personality. But if you already look manly or older like this guy does, not old, but like good old, then you can probably get away with showing that you're a happy guy, not trying to be a fuckboy. So I would give this one an 8 out of 10. I feel like it needs a little bit more purpose. Love that you take care of yourself, love that you're happy, and I love that I'm feeling happier just by looking at your picture, which can sometimes be the silent panty wetter. Next, we have one from Wrestler of Jimmy's. He's wearing a Skeletor shirt. That's very cool. He is definitely playing up the nerdy guy look, but he also looks like he could get some pussy. He has confidence. You know, you see these guys who are like self-proclaimed incels, and then you see guys like this that definitely look like they have a long-term girlfriend or have fucked at least 3 to 5 girls in their lives, and you think this is what you want to emulate if you don't want to start looking like a, for lack of a better word, a Chad, but you still want to have close, intimate relationships, this is the way to go. However, I think he's playing up the I don't give a fuck about my look a little bit too much. I feel like the scraggly beard definitely needs to go, especially the neck beard. And if he could just take that little lump of hair he has on his forehead and move that off, he would still have that whole like I don't give a fuck about my look, I'm a nerd thing, but it would be like a subtle, youthful, but not too youthful, sexy look, you know? I'm actually attracted to this kind of guy occasionally. And the only thing that separates me from being attracted to these kinds of guys and not being attracted to them, other than them being way too short, because that's just something I have to have, you gotta be taller than me, is looking like you don't give a fuck at all about hygiene. I would give this one an 8 out of 10 for what he's working with. He's doing good. Love the glasses, love the shirts. Keep this up, just a little cleaner. Next, we have DJ Smart. He says, this is my favorite picture of me, and you can tell that he's not lying because up in the top left, you can see that's also his profile picture. Holy shit, I decided to include this one because you look like Dr. House. Does he not look like Dr. House? Oh my god. I actually like it a lot. He's smiling. It reminds me of the good times in the House TV show. You look happy, you're up hiking. This is a great picture. It doesn't really showcase what you look like as a person, but it shows a lot of personality and what you're interested in. So I would say that this would be like the third picture or something that you should put on your Tinder profile. And then you should get a few more pictures that are more full body, more straight on without the sunglasses of you enjoying life with friends or something. When you're cultivating a Tinder profile, you want to make sure that you're showing yourself looking as square-jawed, as tall, and as masculine as you possibly can without making it look like you're super self-involved. So no like shirtless pictures alone. I mean, Jay does that and I don't know if it hurts him or not. I have no idea. Maybe if you're that hot, you could get away with it. But look all of those ways, but also look like you're doing something else like hiking or hanging out with friends. That would be my advice. This picture overall is a 7 out of 10, I would say, because it wouldn't be the first Tinder picture I would put. But it definitely makes you look good. You take care of your goatee, even though I'm not a goatee type person. You have strong features, you're showing off your adventurous side, and that's always great. Next, we have Joe, aka Armed Nurse. I think Joe is absolutely adorable. You can tell just by his face that he's a nice, good person, but that he's also not a pushover. Maybe I just know that because I know that he likes guns and knives and all of the cool stuff and camping, and he's definitely a man's man. But I think the second picture paired with the first picture is actually good because you want something that shows your sweet side, and oh my god, does Joe look sweet in that second picture. But you also want something that shows a little bit of attitude. You want to show all different facets of you, at least the positive facets of you, and I think these are good pictures. I don't know what else you could work on other than decluttering the background. Being outside or something would be better. Having natural lighting shine in on your face and maybe your eyes if you have lighter colored eyes. So I would personally give him, I would think, a 6 out of 10. Not sure what else he can work on, but I think there are some other improvements that can be made if this video was longer. Next, we have Vic, who got in the nick of time at the very end of the submission phase, and I love this picture so much. Personality in the way he's dressed, the hat with the fucking hoodie over top, and he's got a jacket on. I feel like he's downtown somewhere or at like a restaurant, and he looks genuinely happy, but also looks like a fucking pussy slayer. Something about that look that usually only black men who have actually got a lot of pussy can pull off, is just so attractive. Like, he's happy, but he's not like cheerfully like, ah, he's like, yeah, bitch, I could lick pussy all day. You know, like that's the kind of look I'm getting from this. He just feels like he encompasses someone who is confident. And this kind of smile, if you can adopt this kind of smile, the smile that crinkles your eyes, the genuine smile that isn't like a full-on like teeth grinning smile, you are gonna pick up more chicks. So I would honestly give this one a 9 out of 10 because I can't imagine, I don't know, maybe just show more body or something, or have another picture to supplement it where you're doing something that you enjoy. Because overall, this is a great Tinder pick if you happen to be on Tinder, I don't know. Maybe we should do a Terror Rates Your Tinder profile. Let's do that. Hashtag Terror Rates if you want me to rate your Tinder profile in the next Terror Rates video. Next, we have It Comes in Pints, and he says more of a front yard photo than a selfie, but yeah. And he's got the full-on like Irish Viking guy with, I think, an axe. And I think he's actually doing like a Renaissance fair thing because the button-up shirt kind of looks like it has some kind of leather arm guard. I forget what arm guards are called. Paulders? No, paulders? I don't fucking know. I just call them arms, hands in games. People are like, you need to get the greaves. And I'm like, the shoes, the boots, okay. I've always been that way, all right. I love this photo for you. You look a little too angry and a little too standoffish. If this was super high quality, like a portrait, like if I took this picture with my camera set up, I think it would be really good because it would show that you're like doing some kind of LARPing or something, not in like a rude way. I know a lot of people use LARPing derogatorily, but I love LARPing. I think it's so cool. Live action role play. But as it stands with the grainy quality and stuff, it kind of just makes you a little bit off-putting. So while I like your look and I think you have a lot of potential as someone someone who could be attractive. I think anytime you're showing off one of your passions that happens to be a niche that people might find unattractive, like being a nerd or LARPing, you need to kind of play it up in a more attractive way. You need to not look unfriendly as well. So I would give this a 5 out of 10, even though I think you're one of the more attractive people on here, or you have the potential to be more attractive, because I really feel like if I was just seeing this picture, I would think you're kind of an asshole. And the difference between me being friends with you is an asshole nerd or a not asshole nerd. You look like the kind of guy that would judge me just for being like an ethot or something. And most girls don't want to have to work really hard to approach a guy who just seems super standoffish and try to prove themselves to you, you know? Girls don't have to work that hard to get laid, so they just almost never do. I do, personally, because for some reason I always have to work at making people like me, but you know what I mean. Next we have Black King. He says, a little sweaty, hope you don't mind. Side note, I will never mind if a guy is a little sweaty. Never. Never apologize for being sweaty. Oh my god, there's a bee in the hot tub. God damn it. Gotta help him. Ugh, saved him. Okay, the reason that I decided to include this picture is because it's a perfect example of what not to do at all in your selfies. Let's start from the top. The white background, really boring, makes you look like you're in some kind of white, scary room devoid of anything. You want to be outside, you want to be in nature, you want to be somewhere friendly. Next, the driver's license style slash mugshot style cropping is not great for guys. Again, it takes away from the fun loving. Next, you want to find an angle that plays up all of your good features. So, like me, as you can see, we have big foreheads. So he should probably take pictures with the camera facing to the side. Because if you face the camera like this and you take a picture, it's actually elongating your head like a wide angle lens would. So you want to be like this and directly in the middle of the frame if you're taking it with a phone. If you're taking it with a professional 50mm lens, then that's not an issue because there's not going to be any kind of stretching. So working more with your good angles and understanding what the average woman finds attractive, so like bigger chins, bigger jaws, nice lips, or maybe that's just me, I don't know, but you have it in spades. All of that stuff is going to help you a lot, but one of the biggest things I'm seeing from this picture is he genuinely looks sad or stressed. Again, the kind of like I don't give a fuck mean mugging style look can be attractive to girls, but not when it feels like genuine sadness is behind there. When there's no personality with it, it's kind of just like blank stare or angry stare. So I would really love to see a picture of you wearing some of your favorite clothes outside at a pool or something. Why would you be wearing clothes at a pool? You get what I mean, at a park or something, or whatever the fuck you do. Shave the chin pubes if you can't grow them in better, that's one thing as well, but it's kind of personal preference. Don't elongate your head, and smile or something, or at least be like, hey baby, what's up? I can't be a guy, but I know what I like, okay? I just can't show you what I like, all right? So even though this guy is attractive and can very much take a picture that would get a lot of pussy if you put it on Tinder, I feel like this is like a 3 out of 10 picture for him because of many things that he can easily change. Next picture is from Regan Lees. He says, don't have selfies, hate taking photos. And then he posted a picture of him out in nature in like a hot spring or something. And oh my God, this is another picture where the guy could be attractive. Seriously. He's got a nice blonde Aussie hair look. He seems like he has some muscles. You can see there's a little bicep poking out there. But he looks literally so uncomfortable. It's like this, like, would you fuck me if you saw my Tinder profile and my only Tinder profile picture was like this? Like, oh, like I can't stand being here. I'm not having any fun. Someone snapped a photo without my consent. That's really how this feels right now. So I would definitely say this is a like 2 out of 10 picture for you. Well, I guess 3 out of 10 because your body's showing and that's good. Your hair looks nice. You're taking care of yourself, but that kind of like grimace, it's just like off-putting. You know when you see someone making like a I smell shit face and you kind of smell the shit in your head? It's like that. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of thing. Bonus meme. Remember that Jeep from the beginning? Well, it looks like he has a stubby front bumper. He's got a winch there. Can't tell which brand. Maybe Smitty built. He's got halos. This is a JK. He's got a soft top with the replacement doors. It looks like he has about 37s. And probably like a 3.5 or 4 inch lift. Nice Jeep, 1010. We should go wheeling. Next. Okay, Neon Non's review says quarantine beard. Oh my God, if that's a quarantine beard, you better not shave that shit. Okay, perfect example of a guy who is attractive, who has a lot of personality going on in all of his photos. Also, second Metallica shirt in the video. And then I'm also wearing Metallica today. High five. But there's something that's so kind about your face that I feel like you need to do the mean mugging thing in order to be more attractive. When guys look too nice, they can sometimes look like dwarves or like gay men. Nothing wrong with dwarves or gay men, but that's not really what you want to push across to your female demographic. Again, if some of these guys are gay and they're just followers of the channel, I'm not talking to you. Keep doing you. I'm talking from a semi-heterosexual, we've gone from bisexual to semi-heterosexual girl's perspective. The tattoos are hot. The Metallica cutoff is is hot. The fact that you look like you might go to the gym a little bit and have a little fat over it is hot. Not a big fan of that haircut. I would like the top to be a little bit longer if you're gonna do a high and tight, and I would like the beard to be a little longer and less well shaven and well kept. Not a fan of the purple earrings, but it's all good. But the smile is what's really making me feel like you're friend zoned rather than I want to jump your loins. So yeah, this is like a 7 out of 10, and you could be a pretty fucking hot dude. You're like my type, but something about it is making me stray away from it. I think it's because you just look too nice. And sometimes when you look too nice, girls aren't even trying to do this, but they kind of subconsciously put you in a friend zone because it's like you don't look like you can be a man's man, which is what most women want, even if they say that they don't. Next, Ian Scotto says, we still doing this? I'll bite. Last year, this quarantine has fucked up my gym life. Same. Love this picture, except for you do look very much concerned, like too concerned. Don't look concerned if you're looking into the camera when you're taking a mirror selfie. Body looks pretty good. Love everything else about it. You're out and about, you're at the gym, good quality. You can see you have a newer phone. Everything's going well, except for the facial expression. For you, I would say this picture is probably an 8 out of 10. Like, it's a really good picture of you, but I would try to even out the background. You can see everything slanted. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I like production quality. And also either look that way into the mirror with the mean mugging or look a little happier, like, but not that happy. You know what I mean? We have some hot females who watch this channel. I have found out through doing this. Ashley Burnett, aka Kitten Moon Shadow, sent me a picture, and oh my god, she is one of the most natural beauties. Like, she looks so good without makeup, it's insane. I don't even understand. Love the braid curls. Her and I resonate on that very much. Love the glasses on her. She has that nerdy chic look, which I love that she plays that up, and then she also has like a little bit of like that witchy vibe, but not so much that it feels like, whoa, this is a goth girl. That's a little weird, but it shows personality. I love how she always looks in her pictures, even though like I know her better, so I know she's not like this, but I always feel like, damn girl, you're kind of cocky, and that's hot for me for some reason. I think because so many girls are insecure these days, and I know every girl has their insecurities and their issues or whatever, but she is really good at giving you the stare in a picture that makes you feel like she has confidence. So that is something you definitely want to play up as a girl. Confidence. And having your own style like she does. I would give this one an 8 out of 10. I've seen better pictures of you, better angles, better lighting. This one looks a little blurry, but other than that, you're just always gorgeous. It's hard for me to say anything bad about you. Next, we have Master Marcus T BBC. 10-10, obviously. It's got a little dick bulge going on there. Sorry, had to blur that out for YouTube. You have that side tilt looking into the camera smirk. That's exactly what I was talking about with the last guy. If you're gonna be looking into the camera, don't look like you're so frustrated. I know sometimes you're like trying to get the right angle and you forget about your face because it's not about your face in that time. But taking a little care to look like, oh, what I'm seeing in my phone is hot. Hope you like it, bitch. That is fucking hot. He exudes confidence, got a nice body. I would say the lighting and stuff can be better, so I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because he should be photographed with the utmost of quality. But again, I feel like a picture like this wouldn't work too well on Tinder because unless you have girls that just want to get fucked and chucked, because a lot of the time the shirtless stuff just doesn't do as well because it's intimidating for girls to see how fit you are. It's weird. I don't know. Hot pick though. Okay, Metallistad. He says, so my friend suggested this headshot when I was on Tinder. Got no hits. Do you agree? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why your friends think this is the picture that should go on Tinder. It's because you're smiling. It's a very, very low res picture. It's a shitty picture, to be honest. You look so much better with the full beard. Don't even get me started. But it's because if you look at your Instagram, and I'm gonna post some of your Instagram here on the side, you just look so angry and uninviting. And like, I get that's kind of your persona because you're like a rocker and you wanna look like, yeah, badass, fucking rock on and shit all the time. But if you look like that already, like you do, on Tinder you should probably show a little bit more of your quirky side because girls want a guy who looks like a man but isn't also so abrasive that you can't approach him. And being someone who's not like the hottest guy ever because of your weight, it's gonna be really hard for you to find girls if you don't have something quirky and approachable about you as well. I know your personality. You're pretty nerdy and you're pretty chill and you're not as scary as you look in your pictures, and in a better quality picture for sure. Like, definitely not this razor cell phone from the 1900s look. Okay, Lags says, I'm gonna be honest, I try to be more of a fuckboy than I really am. That is the essence of what you need to do. Seriously, like, this is a 10-10 picture for you because you're a ginger, you have a young face but also a nice shaped face, and you have that perfect look to be like an early 20s fuckboy. I think looking the way that you do and then acting like you get no pussy can make you like a hidden fuckboy. So this is actually a really good picture. You're showing personality, you like some semi-nerdy stuff like Deadpool, you've got a hoodie on, you got some jewelry, you look super innocent, but you do look like you will fuck a bitch and not call her back. I would say this is just 10-10 overall. If you look like this guy, try to emulate that. Just clean yourself up a little bit and try to look a little bit more like the other fuckboys. It'll work. Oh my God, Emily Detroit. Detroit? I don't know. So cute. Love the glasses. I don't know if they're real or a filter. Your lips are super cute. I love your face shape, but lay off the skin blurring filter a little bit because there's a difference between what I'm doing right here in this video, which is a very, very slight skin filter just to make things look a little bit more dreamy, and this, which is way, way too much skin filter. Okay, back. It just makes it look like, what is she hiding, you know? So I would give this probably a 6 out of 10. While your facial expression is both innocent and suggestive, something about that much filter is just a turn off to me and probably to other guys too who can actually notice that. But let's be honest, most guys can't notice that, so you're probably good. Next, we have my favorite guitar player. Oh my God, Become the Night, aka Mike, the music snob. He sent me a lovely, lovely picture that looks like he just woke up to check his phone and accidentally took a picture of himself. To his credit though, it is very good quality and with good lighting. It looks like he's in front of his studio lights right there. I would give the double chin a 10-10. The beard, I really wish you would grow a longer beard, to be honest. Like, you would be so much hotter if you grew a longer beard. Love your hair too. Can't really see it here. Mike is just always a 10-10. Can we move on? Oh my God. This needs to be your main Tinder profile for sure. Be like, wholesome Christian guitar player, cleans out my nose well. I love you, dude. I love you so much. Just Alex. Oh, Just Alex's eyeliner is on point. With the little fucking upside down crosses, the red lips that match the eyeshadow. Oh my God, I love her so much, and I love women and men with glasses. So you are so hot, girl. I don't know, but a little bit more light in there because you look like you have kind of a 5 o'clock shadow going on right here, and a little bit of light will get rid of all of those weird shadows. That happens to me too, especially since I have filler in my lips. And you also, with your eyes, look a little bored. I would rather you look more bitchy, less bored. So I would give this a 6 out of 10 because I feel like more lighting and a better expression would serve you better. Also, I get the vibe that you look like the kind of girl that would hate me, but you said when your fave YouTuber wants to rate selfies, you better send one too. So, oh, I'm so glad you don't hate me. This is the kind of girl that hated me in high school, I swear. Sam says, I'm gonna do 2, but I chose to do this one for the sake of time that has her in Dark Side of the Moon makeup. Oh, 10 fucking 10. Shows personality, you still look hot, you have that distant glare that's like, I'm mysterious, and also super artsy. You have that filter on that kind of gets a little bit more blurred and chromatic near the edges. Everything about this is 10-10. Sam, you are 10-10. I love you so much. And that hair color, man, I really want to get that hair color, but my hairdresser says I can't, unfortunately. Next, we have Terry Sprinkles. My contribution for tararates. Those eyes. Play up those motherfucking eyes. And I think you did a really good job in this picture. You kind of look judgy and creepy in this picture in a good way. Like, you look like a German, I would choke you. I don't know if that works for other girls, but this picture, tell me in the comments, girls who are watching this, is this picture hot? Because I feel like this picture is hot. He's not necessarily like a super hot guy, but he has everything clean cut and well kept. And these eyes, man, I swear to God, girls love these big blue eyes. I usually don't like blue eyes on guys, but when they're that big and that piercing, it's kind of like almost like a Christian Grey type feeling where you feel like you're gonna be chained up in his basement and you don't necessarily love that idea, but you will once you get there, that kind of thing. 10-10. And again, oh my God, my female viewers, I'm putting my foot in the hot tub about it. Oh, I just got everything all wet. My bad. M says, thought I'd show 2 sides of me because why not? Tararates, love your content. Oh my God, dude. The clown is fucking hot, dude. I love that shit. I love that like split personality bitch shit. Like, I feel like I could date her and then we would end really, really toxically, but I would have a great ride the whole time. I don't know how guys feel, but I really like this thing that girls can sometimes pull off where they look kind of like they have lower effort, but it is still high effort. I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you put just a lot of brown eyeshadow around your eyes and you look kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, almost like a hippie or something, but you look really beautiful just because you have beautiful features. And then she obviously looks cute with the hand like this, but also the look like, I don't care. I would give this an 8 out of 10 because I feel like something with your hair more like the first picture would be better, but that clown picture is 10-10. You look hot. You look like you would be a huge bitch to me too, but for some reason I'm liking bitchy girls more lately. And you were so adorable. Girls know how to take selfies. Guys don't. It's crazy. Next, we have a really good one. This is from Will of Dreams. He said, these aren't flattering, but have to jump at a chance to get in a video. Been a fan 7 years. Please pick. Okay, out of these 2 pictures, the second second one. And that might be weird to hear because I've been talking about good lighting and better quality and stuff, but when you have light behind you and then you get that kind of like really perfect lighting on your face, but darker lighting, I don't know how to explain it. If you've seen some of my pictures that look like this, where I take a picture with the sun and the light source behind me, I love those pictures, and you're doing that here. Also, yeah, the angry look, the like, I don't give a fuck look is working really well for you here. You don't actually look sad or depressed or like mad at me. You just kind of look like you have an edge to you, which is great. I usually don't like chin straps or not filled in beards, but something about the way you just look good, okay? Especially in the second picture, where your face looks more oval and your chin looks longer, which is probably helped by the chin stubble. It's a 10-10 pick, dude. You're listening to music, you don't really care to take a picture, but you're taking a picture anyway because some girl asked you to and you're like, whatever. That is the vibe I'm getting from this and I'm liking it. Ryan says, I was debating which one to send you to rate, so I just sent both. Can't wait to hear your response. Definitely the second one. The first one, again, you gotta play up your features. You have kind of a smaller chin but a bigger jaw, and that can sometimes make you look like you have a really square head. And in the first picture, straight on, it looks a little more square. Square in not a good way. The second picture, you're taking it from an angle so you can actually see your jawline. You look better. You look happy. The first picture does work well with guys who look really young, but since you don't look really young, a happier look with a trendy button-up shirt, that's gonna play better for you. I'm like almost 100% sure. So second picture, for sure, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Don't know what's going on in the background. Thought there was a bug on me. But it's better than like having towels or something on the couch. So definitely the second picture, definitely an 8 out of 10. You definitely look like a fun guy, like a nice guy, but not overly happy, so it's great. Next picture is from Buddha Morbid. He says, I look like shit, but this is after a 12-hour shift. Guys usually look better after 12-hour shifts, not gonna lie. Maybe that's just me. I love the big beard, but you really look unfriendly. That's the biggest playing point here. Other than, you know, working on yourself in other ways, like trying to find a hairstyle or something that fits for you. When you look like a bearded manly man, or when you look more like a nerdy dude, like in the past pictures, you really have to play up more of a quirky side rather than a unfriendly, I can't even approach you side. Because to me, he looks so unapproachable and so angry. And not in a like, I'm a fuck you bitch way, in like a don't fucking talk to me, I've had a 12-hour shift way. So other than cleaning up the beard a little bit, I actually like the hair a lot. Obviously losing some weight, getting trimmer, putting on muscle, all of these things that you can do. The main thing is just to find an expression that works for you. And then also get out of the bathroom, get out of the house. Take some pictures outside, show that you can be adventurous in a way. I would give this picture a 2 out of 10 simply for how unapproachable you look. Seriously, it will make a world of difference if you just look a little happier. Because you can go from the wind, because you can go from a scary mountain of a man with a giant beard to a lovely bear that you want to hug and cuddle, just with an expression. And second to last, oh my god, I'm killing myself. This is gonna be a long video, but I don't want to leave a lot of people out. Cardinal Sin says, I'll bite. Post beard and no haircut since COVID. I love Cardinal Sinner, by the way, and I love that he like works on jewelry and stuff, which is what's going on in this picture. He's wearing some of the jewelry he worked on with his like work outfit thing. I think you need a little more context for that because otherwise it looks like you're role playing, which if it's not your intention might not be the best. But guys need to stop taking pictures from below like this. Like this like, oh, you know, I'm taking pictures from below. It doesn't look good. Unless you are very, I'm just gonna work through the wind. Unless you are very cut and have a crazy jawline that you want to accentuate just by like having a lower angle and putting your face closer to it or something, it doesn't work for you. Most guys will take pictures from below and they just get like a double chin and they just look really silly. And then the whole like thing that they do with their lips where they're like this, like I like lips, girls like lips, they want to see what they're gonna be kissing. And for me, that's kind of a sign of like insecurity to have your lips curled in that much. So I like the wrinkles that you can get on the forehead. That's good. That's always good in a picture as a guy, the kind of like, ooh, look, especially if you're not like super manly looking. It can give you a little bit of mystery, like I've said before. But the angle and the mouth stuff needs to stop. And last picture is from Bright. And this is the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life, and he shouldn't exist on the planet anymore. Just kidding, guys, this is Cold. If you guys watch my stream, you know who it is. Okay, we're actually gonna rate Cold's picture. I mean, yeah, I like your shoulders and your traps out, but I mean, obviously you should get a lot more muscular. Your hands are tiny, so don't show me your middle finger because you have like tiny little girl hands and it's not attractive. Also, cut your nails, what the fuck? This little stubble you have on your face, it might be hot if you grow it in a little bit more. I mean, I guess it's okay, whatever. But your mustache makes you look a little more Mexican than you are, which is 0. The hair on top should be longer, on the sides should be shorter, and you need to get that skin under control. 10-10 would bang. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video and subscribe if you did. Post your pictures on Twitter, hashtag tararates. Show me your Tinder profiles. Screenshot it. I want to see what you say. I want to see your pictures. Let me help you out as much as I possibly can, or at least give you unsolicited advice that probably won't help you, but would help you if I were looking to fuck you. Once again, check out our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. All of the information will be in the description, and I love you so much. I hope no one takes offense to what I say here, but I'm just gonna be honest, as always. Hopefully that's what you expect from me after all these years. And Red's gonna have a good time editing this, because it's gonna be long. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.